Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying inside and staying safe. And while you're staying inside, we're going to talk about on how on earth to be sustainable inside of quarantine. So today we're going to talk about how to be sustainable inside your home. Whether you live in an apartment, whether you live with your parents, whether you live on your own, these are all things you can apply right now, this week, today. I think people have this weird conception that sustainability goes outside your house, that you gotta avoid single-use cutlery or you gotta say no to straws. It does, but there's also a million ways you can be sustainable within your own environment and things that you can do starting today. So being inside, I'm sure a lot of us, as much as we don't want to admit it, have been spending a lot more time on our computers and our phones. So the first thing you can do right now is change your search engine. Whether you use Google, Bing, no one uses Bing, what am I saying? Google, Yahoo, those search engines, any search engine you use to switch it over to Ecosia. Ecosia is a search engine that actually plants trees the more you search. Ecosia is very transparent. They use 80% of their surplus revenue to actually plant trees and give back to communities. And they're so transparent that you can look it up and they will tell you what they made within the year, within the months, where they planted the trees, who they are giving back to. They're very transparent. To date, I planted 1,600 trees. They're super transparent, they respect privacy. I haven't seen any downgrade of quality from switching from Google to Ecosia, and in a weird way I'm indirectly doing good. So that's a super simple way you guys can immediately start doing good right now just by using your computer. You install it within 2 seconds and I completely forget I have it. But it's a really important thing that you guys can do right now. So another way you can be sustainable is taking a break from the computer and from your phone. Obviously, we can't go out as much as we like to or to the places we want to, but still taking a daily walk is essential for your physical and mental health. Obviously, still wear a mask, obviously still keep social distancing in mind, but go outside. Take a walk. It lets your electronics take a breather, saves energy there, and lets you just kind of refocus and reconnect with nature. And being on that we're on our computer and phones a lot more, utilize that. When you see yourself that you're just scrolling aimlessly, try to redirect your focus, follow new eco blogs, watch documentaries, do some research, whatever field of sustainability that you want to go into, whether it's composting, whether it's trying to live a little more low-waste lifestyle. Start trying to learn at least one thing new every day about what the goals you are achieving, tips on how to get there, and inspiration on new ways to be sustainable that you didn't think of before. That being a side note, I did start an eco blog on Instagram. If you'd like to go follow it, I would appreciate it. Another easy switch you can make is switch to towels. Paper towels and toilet paper I know are very low supply and very high demand. And I do some grocery shopping for my neighbor and they always put paper towels on the list. And I just want to be like, you don't need paper towels. You don't. Just use regular towels that you can throw in the wash. Think about it. You'll save money, you'll save some trees, you'll save a lot of trees. Who am I kidding? You'll save a lot of trees by switching to washable towels. You have towels around the house. I was like, oh, I have to make some towels from old t-shirts, which you totally can do. But I started looking around and I was like, I have like 20 towels just from collecting them from college. You most likely have a set of towels already in your house. And if you don't, just cut up an old t-shirt that you don't use anymore and use that. It's the same thing. Going along with that, you can also start to air dry your clothes and your washing. So let's be real, no one has anywhere to go. No one is leaving or should be leaving their house for the majority of the week. So does it really matter if your clothes dry within an hour? Just air dry them, doesn't take much. Once again, saving you money. Another thing you can do to be a little more sustainable in your house is take shorter showers. I actually mentioned this in a previous video. I'll put it up here or there. 5 ways you can be like eco-friendly without spending any money. Make a shower playlist and just put a bunch of songs that you like to listen to during the shower, and 2 or 3 songs in is when you should be done. You can start at 3 and try to limit it to 2, but just take shorter showers. I don't know about you guys, but I've been actually cooking a lot more. I'm not the greatest chef in the world, but you know what? I can make a good dinner if I put some time into it. So I've been hearing on the news that meat is in very short supply, and you know what? Use that to your advantage. Say, okay, I don't need meat for 2 or 3 days out of the week. I'm going to make a meatless dinner. Let me know in the comments below. List every veggie meal that you can think of, you know, any meatless meal that you're like, this is my go-to meal, it's super easy and I love it. Put it in the comments so everyone can get a bunch of ideas on what they can make. My personal 3 top meals that I've been making without any meat is ratatouille. It's surprisingly easy and really good, like comfort food, and it's all vegetables. Butternut squash soup, also really good, and stir fry with veggies and rice. If you add peanuts in there, it's good. Especially during this time where you have to keep your immune system like at the best it can be, vegetables are really good for your immune system. Going along with dinners, I know a lot of us don't want to cook every night of the week, so you know, restaurants are still open, people are still asking to support your local restaurants. So if you do decide to do delivery or takeout, make sure you make it a point to be like, do not bring me plates and do not bring me cutlery, no straws, no utensils, nothing like that, just the food. So another way you can be sustainable while you're trying out all your veggie-based meals is save all the scraps and try to reduce your food waste by making a composting bin. So composting seems very intimidating, and it's intimidating for me, but I've been looking into more about like the basic things that you need to do, things you need to watch out for, and it's really all just about balancing your wet and your dry ingredients that you put in, stirring it every once in a while, make sure it's in like a black bin so it gets a lot of sun. It seems very intimidating to do, but I think if you do your research and you understand what it is exactly, it's fairly easy. So you can start a composting bin. So just a side note, I made the decision that I was going to start composting. So I made butternut squash soup for one night, and I put all the scraps from making the soup into a jar, and I filled up like a sauce jar of scrap food from one meal. So it shows you how much waste you can actually repurpose. That's just a few ways on how you can be sustainable while living in quarantine. Don't look at it as a way as I'm restricted and I'm not sure what to do. Look at it as a way of approaching your life and your lifestyle differently than before. It's not about going back to the normal, it's about how can I improve moving forward? What are things that I can do right now today to make tomorrow better? If you have any more ideas on how to be sustainable while in quarantine at home, comment them below. Like, get all the ideas out, because I want to learn more about how I can be sustainable, and I want everyone watching this to get a bunch of ideas. So until next time, guys, I will be here, you will be there, but I really appreciate the community that we're slowly building up together. It's really wholesome. Please subscribe, put on the little bell so YouTube can annoy you every time I put out a video. I try to put videos out every week on Saturday. And of course, be nice and do good.